First up this afternoon, though, tense moments in Sacramento's Land Park as officers swarmed the area. Their guns were out. They were responding to a call about a man reported to have a gun. Thanks for joining us. I'm Golston Dark.
And I'm Andrea Flores. Police took the man into custody and they say they did not find a gun on him. But still, this is a scary situation for people who live in that area. KCRA 3's Orko Mena is live from Land Park right now. So Orko, there are a lot of families that live in this area, and there were a lot of people there when this was all happening.
Well, Andrea, the standoff between the man and Sacramento police happened in this part of Land Park, which is right between Fairy Tale Town there behind me and Funderland. And also the Sacramento Zoo is just down this street as well. So again, a lot of families and kids out in this area. It's quiet here now. Police have since left, but earlier, so many officers were here trying to get a handle on this situation. Now, here's some video from a little bit earlier this afternoon. You can see dozens of Sacramento police officers and SWAT team members out here, and the area of Land Park Drive and 17th Avenue was blocked off. Sacramento police say that around 11:45 this morning, they got a call about a man possibly armed with a gun. Officers got here and tried to make contact with the man, but he was uncooperative. Police say the man told officers he had a gun and that he would pull it out if officers did not lower their weapons. The SWAT team was then called out. Police eventually fired pepper balls, hit the man, and he was taken into custody just after 2 this afternoon. Police say he did not have a gun on him when he was detained. Officers searched his belongings and could not find a gun, so it's still unclear if he ever had a gun. Still, the whole ordeal was scary for families out here. We spoke to one woman who was at the park with her granddaughter when this all unfolded.
Today the school had a field trip. We're from Rocky Point, and we noticed that there were some cops around. We were all in a huddle just over by the trees, and we noticed that some police cars were just behind us. And as soon as we seen the officer go down on his knee with a weapon drawn within 500 yards of us, we moved the kids across the street. We were waiting to go into the zoo for the day.
Yeah, just a really terrifying situation for families and kids out here. Now, we did speak to some of the different attractions that are in this area. Fairy Tale Town tells us that they closed their front gate when police called them and said that there was some kind of situation going on here, but they decided to reopen the gate once they saw the officers had surrounded that man. Funderland tells us that they also stopped letting people into their gate, but let the people who were already in the park stay and enjoy the rides, and then they were able to leave using the back entrance if they wanted to. But at this point, we have not heard back from the Sacramento Zoo. For now, reporting live in Sacramento, Orko Mena, KCRA 3 News.
Orko, you mentioned police did not find a gun on this man. Did police find any other sort of weapon?
Well, as I mentioned, police were going through that man's belongings here at the park, but they say they did not really find any kind of weapon. They did say they found black torch lights that were oddly shaped. That's how police described them, as being weirdly shaped. And they believe that maybe the man was holding one of those black torch lights, and the person who called him in might have thought that that was a gun.
All right, Orko, thank you so much for the update.